Hey everyone, my name is Yair and welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you for stopping by to check out this video. And today I'm going to make a part 2 to my top songs in my rotation video that I did a few weeks ago, where I just talk about the 4 to 5 songs that have been on repeat over the past week. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first song I'll be talking about is Break from LA by G-Eazy. And this song just recently came out. Most of G-Eazy's music is not for me. I don't really keep up with his music. The last album I think I heard from him was The Beautiful and Damned, which came out a few years ago. I honestly don't remember anything about the album, so I can't say anything about it. But what I do know is that when it comes to his music, I'm more into his introspective and emotional songs like this one. I actually came across this song on YouTube. It was actually recommended to me. So, claps to the YouTube algorithm for that. But in this song, G-Eazy talks about the rapid lifestyle of LA and how the music business is corrosive and consuming and how it's taken a toll on him. Which makes sense as he's a big artist who puts out a lot of music and a lot of people either love him or hate him. So the spotlight on him must feel intense and stressful, I could only imagine. He also talks about how the work ethic that earned him this lifestyle is like a double-edged sword because it has afforded him this success, but at the same time it's affected his relationships and how committed he is to his relationships. I just like this song overall because he's venting, and him being vulnerable is what makes him relatable, which makes any artist relatable. He talks about being stressed out, being anxious, like he can't keep his relationships together, and reverting to negative coping mechanism like drugs. And the need to take a break and find peace is something we can all relate to. So when it comes to the instrumental of the song, I feel like it's simple but effective. It's just a simple drum pattern overlaid with a soulful melancholy sample, and he's just telling us where he's at in life and emotionally. My favorite part about the instrumental are the little things actually. In the beginning and end, you can hear the rain and thunder, which perfectly paints the peaceful place he's found in the mountains, which goes along with the cover of the song. I can just like picture myself in the mountains, just relaxing and reflecting. And at the end of the song, you can actually hear G-Eazy turning off his phone, which I love. It's those small little things that make me appreciate songs even more. So yeah, that is G-Eazy's Break from LA. I just love how emotional he is and how honest he is in this song. So the second song I've been listening to on repeat is Lost by NF. And this is a single off his Clouds mixtape, which already came out by the time you're watching this. But anyway, I'm a big fan of NF, and the hype for this song has been real ever since he posted a cryptic photo on IG. And it's just been a long time since NF has collaborated with another rapper. I think the last time he collaborated with another rapper was Futuristic, and he was a feature. So when this song finally dropped and the music video finally dropped, everyone just went insane. I just kept listening and watching the music video, and this collab delivered for sure. Both NF and Hopsin killed it. I love how NF talks about his mental struggles and burdens. In NF's verse, he goes into talking about pride and how even though it protects him from his vulnerabilities, it's also preventing him from being the happiest he can be. I love how he uses the analogy of scarecrows and coats to further talk about pride and how it protects us from our vulnerabilities, especially when we feel lost, and how it's especially detrimental when we feel lost because it prevents us from opening up to others and talking about our issues. Pride prevents us from accepting the help of others. And instead of letting other people come in, we get defensive. And NF matches this with an aggressive delivery. But what I like most about NF's verse is that he feels a need to do something about this, which shows how he's evolved from the search to this mixtape. He wants to learn how to take control of his emotions and thoughts and evolve as a person. He tells us, the listeners, the fans, that our mistakes and failures are a test, and that if we push through them, especially when we're lost, we evolve as a person, which is a powerful message. And then Hopsin jumps on the track, and like NF's verse, his verse crescendos. He starts off feeling emotionally low, he feels like he's lost, And this is like represented in the music video when he's buried in the snow. Hobson talks about his burdens and needing to go to hypnotherapy because he's going through self-doubt and anxiety. And this is due to the fact that he feels that he can't trust anybody, even his family, because even his family wants to see him fail. But even though he feels like he has a sore heart and he feels like life has a knife at his throat and he just feels lost overall in life, he's going to use his pent-up anger and vengeance to push through this dark cloud that he has over him. So yeah, I just love how this song has an overall powerful message of doing what you can to push through life, and I just love how these two mesh together perfectly. So the third song that I've been playing on repeat is Feelin' It by Jay-Z off his debut album Reasonable Doubt. And this album is just a part of my journey into learning about 90s hip hop. And to do this, I decided to listen to the discography of Jay-Z and Nas. I already listened to Illmatic and It Was Written. I'm currently listening to It Was Written and just digesting the album. But now I'm on to Reasonable Doubt since It Was Written and Reasonable Doubt came out the same year. I still need to listen to Reasonable Doubt a few more times before I can form any final thoughts, but I'm enjoying it overall. But the only thing I feel strongly about is this song, Feelin' It. I just love how Jay-Z just rides on this beat with swag and confidence. He talks about hustling, being the best in the game, and wanting his close circle to be wealthy so that they can all be each other's crutches, like he says in the song. He doesn't just want to be rich, he wants to be wealthy. He wants that big money. He wants to be entrepreneurial rich. And Mecca, who I believe does the hook and background vocals, just makes this song a whole vibe. This song just perfectly matches the cover of the album. While just listening to the whole song, I can just picture Jay-Z in a tailored suit, sipping champagne, smoking on something, and just vibing. But yeah, that is Jay-Z's Feelin' It, featuring Mecca. Definitely a song you can play at any time of the day and just vibe to. And the next and final song that I've been playing a lot recently is To The Moon by Fora. I'm aware of who Fora is, I just haven't listened to any of his music except this song, which I discovered because of a Spotify radio. So, claps to the Spotify algorithm for this one because this song's amazing. And first off, the sample in this song is beautiful. It's lovely, it's soothing, and it's soulful. You can just sense the hurt in the singer's voice, which goes along perfectly with the lyrics. Fora's having a conversation with a girl who's vulnerable and heartbroken because her love has been abused by the people around her. And Fora's trying to convince her to open up to him and trust him. He hopes to make her believe in love again. He promises to take care of her and heal her. And he goes as far to say that if they're together, they'll achieve their dreams together and they'll grow together, which is just a beautiful sentiment. This is definitely a song you need to play at night when you're in the car. And just the soft snaps in the background, it just sounds like two people are holding together, rocking back and forth in space. Just the visuals are amazing. So yeah, that is Fora's To The Moon. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. Check out any of the songs I talked about in this video. I definitely recommend them. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up this video. Those were the 4 songs that I have been on repeat over the past week or so. Let me know what you think about each of these songs, what type of messages you get from each of them, and recommend more songs from each of these artists, since they're both artists I don't really listen to a lot except NF. I'm typically a sucker for songs with simple drum patterns and just a soulful sample over it. I typically just call it a Drake beat, but yeah, I'm really into those emotional, introspective songs. So thank you so much for watching, and maybe in a few weeks I'll do a part 3. And yeah, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.